Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. You have AIDS. You know, because you're testing. Wouldn't that be terrible?
Ew.
Okay. What was I starting with? I'm trying to do Dad's Sack of Wonders, Did You Pay, and finishing up with the Un-neutered forest. Okay. So, hold on. Action! Thank you everybody for coming. You've been a wonderful audience. Good night. I'm going home.
Go home, baby. It's gonna rain.
Okay. So parenting, right, gets 100 times harder the moment your child discovers masturbation.
Ooh.
And it gets 1,000 times more difficult when they find your toys.
Ooh. Even better.
Sometimes you might enter your son's room and you'll see an uneaten cup of ramen noodles. Because it feels just like vaginas. Or maybe all the cucumbers went missing and we don't know why. But we keep finding shavings in your daughter's room. Or perhaps Grandma's gnome collection is missing all of its hats. They're just broken. The little pointy hats. We're not sure where they are. But your daughter again is like, Dad, I need Band-Aids in a weird place. Insinuating, like she took the gnome. Oh no, the hat broke off. Horrible and disgusting. So when I was 14 years old, I discovered that there was this sack of dildos in my dad's closet that I like to call Dad's Sack of Wonders. So one day after school, my parents left. They were off getting ice cream or whatever, and I had the house to myself. So I decided, since I had the knowledge, to pick my parents' lock to their bedroom door, threw that open, and then wandered into their closet searching for toys or whatever. I didn't know what I was gonna find. And on this top shelf, there was this giant bag, the Sack of Wonders. I had found the secret stash of old-timey stuff. There was about like 8 of these monster cocks inside this thing. I had no idea what my parents were up to. All I knew was I had recently discovered masturbation and was in search of some creativity. So I looked inside the bag and I'm like, oh, it has a hole. One of the dildos, it was still kind of soft. I had to go past the hard ones, which just felt like a stick, like a hard rock. Like, what's so sexy about a rock? So I grabbed the softest one and took it to the bathroom because I could lock both doors where nobody could find me. Nobody could possibly come home early and find out that I forgot to lock one of the doors. So I'm just sitting there on the toilet, as you do, with this giant dildo, not going in my ass. I was using this like it was a pocket pussy. I was using a dildo wrong. From the front end. There was a hole, it was small enough for my 14-year-old cock to fit inside of, but it felt kind of bad, so I shoved some lotion inside there, went to town on myself, had a great time. And it got stuck for a little bit. Like it wouldn't come off. You're like, oh no! So it's just this giant rubber dick hanging on my cock. And then I hear a knocking on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Oh wait. Son! What are you doing in the bathroom? You've been in there for like an hour. I'm like, oh, I'm fine, Dad. Don't come in here. And the door just kind of opens on its own. And I'm just standing there with this like now 14-inch dick hanging between my legs. And Dad's just, well, good for you, son. Like, it's a proud moment. He's like, I gave birth to a porn star. That's my balls that did that. And then the dick just, I see Dad, I'm like, oh no, all the excitement's gone. The dick's given up. It slides off and hits the floor and starts rolling towards my dad's feet. And he's just like, what have you done to yourself? Like maybe my dick fell off and he's like, oh, it's a disease or whatever. And it's just rolling stuff. The life juices are oozing out the side of it and like, no, Dad, stop looking at it.
No way.
So yeah, just hide your shit better. Put it inside of a safe. Don't let your children find those things.
You were the
I was 14. I was an animal. I was allowed to be an animal.
You shouldn't go there and then see your stuff.
Okay. Well, I didn't know what it was for. I was looking in the closet going, what the hell are those things? They look like swords. Wait a minute. I could shove my dick in the hole of that one. I don't know why I need to. So, a lot of that didn't really happen. Which kind of ruins the magic a little bit. But, what did actually, to make the story worse, oh, Dad came home. Oh, there's a rubber dick attached to my son's cock. How is it staying on? Nothing would stay on. It's like covered in lotion. If anybody buys that shit, like how thick would my dick have to be to keep a 14-inch dildo from falling off hands-free? So of course that didn't happen, but it makes for a great story. I did, however, use it to masturbate. I did not clean up after myself. I figured, oh, that was fun. Better put this back where I found it. So I took it back to my parents' house. I could have just rinsed it, at least. It would have been better. Why does this suddenly smell like soap and water? I don't know. Maybe your daughter tried it. Not your son using it like a pocket pussy. So I just put it back in the bag. And it's just sitting up top on this shelf, waiting for my dad to find it. So he comes home. I'm sitting in my room thinking, oh, I'm so clever. I got away with it. And he opens the closet door. And then as soon as that smell hits him, just, ah! Every guy knows that smell. Every man and woman, they know the smell of cum. And he only has one son, and he didn't do it. His dick wouldn't fit. He had a man's cock. Not manly enough, because Mom had to have 8 of those fucking things. So now he's got to have a conversation with his son about what not to do when you masturbate inside of toys that are not designed for that. Definitely not something he thought he was going to come home to. So he's walking to side and like, why couldn't I my wife, she's still in the fucking car. I didn't have to be first. Okay, let me just talk to my idiot son. That he's a pervert. At least it didn't smell like shit. At least the right. At least the dildo didn't smell like shit. Because that would have meant that I shoved it up my own ass and discovered a few things about myself and then still stuffed it back in it. So at least it was almost, it's better. At least it's better it was full of cum and not covered in shit. And maybe a little bit of blood, because that would have been rather violent for a 14-year-old asshole to handle. Like, that thing was just, it was a sword. So Dad walks to my room going, son? I'm like, yes, father. I bet you had a great day. I had a wonderful evening. Why do you look so sad? When you make a mess, and I knew, as soon as he said mess, because I'm like, hey, my room's fucking clean. Oh. Shit. I couldn't talk. I was I was very scared. I was like, am I grounded? This is definitely a conversation Dad doesn't want to have with his son. Like, what father wants to come home and go like, oh, that's a wonderful closet smell. I know I haven't been in here. So he's just like, son, when you make a mess, clean up after yourself. And he broke. That's all he had. He just walks away, leaving me there to be like, I guess I don't need to do that again. I immediately the next day tried going back to the closet and it was gone. They threw it all away. Because I'm like, he didn't want to talk to me about it. He didn't want to explain it to Mom. She still doesn't know. Well, maybe now she'll find out.
He threw it away then.
They threw them all away. All the dildos are gone. They were gone immediately. I'm like, now what am I going to masturbate with? Okay.
Oh my God.
So, I'm at my most racist when a hate crime is committed towards my black Brazilian girlfriend. So on this particular day, me and my girl, we're driving, we're going to this wig shop, this black people, definitely mostly black people wig shop for black people, owned by Koreans, who accuse so many people. They deal with thefts all day from their own customer base. Like, you're buying the product people want to steal, and you're also selling it to the same person. I think there's a problem here. And I swear half the shit in there was made from horsehair, or at least I made sure to say that it was on the Yelp review after this day ended. So my girl, she goes inside, she picks out her wig, she buys it, she's on camera giving these assholes money. She gave them money, and they forgot to give her a receipt. She also forgot to ask for one, but that's besides the point. And she thinks, okay, that's it, we're done, time to leave. So she comes out to me to the car, we're getting ready to leave, we're still parked. We are the worst thieves ever because we didn't just immediately leave, and she didn't run out of the building like a thief would, like somebody trying to steal stuff. Just comes immediately to the getaway car, which the engine still wasn't on. I'm a terrible getaway driver. She's the worst thief ever. So then they start asking themselves, wait a minute, did that black bitch pay? Did she pay? And they have no idea. Like, I don't know. Did you see her pay? I don't know. Did you see her pay? We'll just go ask her. So one of them comes outside and angry, I'm like knocking on the window. I'm like, what the hell happened? What's going on? I roll down the window. It's like, did you pay? Did you pay? And I'm like, why are you like yelling at her? And the other employees are just waiting inside because the head manager hasn't come out yet. And I'm just like, holy shit, I am witnessing a hate crime right now. I get to be racist. So I rolled down my window and just yelled at these people from Korea. Hey, go back to China. And they rolled up my window. I didn't have anything else besides that. I just thought like, that's good and mean. You're already accusing a black woman of stealing. How fucking, like it was an even trade-off. They were racist, I got to be racist as them. I figured it was pretty even. And they're like, oh, that won't do at all. They run inside and get the manager. He comes out. My girlfriend's already started crying at this point. She's like, I am a good person. I work very hard. I pay my bills. I work hard for my money. I don't understand. I worked hard. And then he comes outside like, did you pay? Did you pay? Well, just show me the receipt. Show me a receipt. Did you pay? Sorry, that's not racist enough. Did you pay? Did you pay? Did you pay? And she's like, no, I paid. And like, well, we're gonna go inside and check the cameras. And she continuing the legend of stupid thief. follows the owner inside. Every sign that says someone didn't steal is being given off, and you're still like, you might have though. You could be a clever thief and acting like you didn't and crying. So they disappeared. Everybody's inside the building now. I'm by myself in the car. And I am pissed off. I am fuming, but I'm like, I don't want to destroy public property and go to jail for a $20 wig. Which she didn't even fucking like. It was a gift for her sister, like, I'll give it to her. And then it just never happened. So I'm just like, what can I do to get back at these racist Korean people? Because I am above using slurs. I am not, however, above using mental scarring methods that would just destroy somebody mentally. So I'm looking around my car. What can I do? What can I do? And I spy with my little eye, my little Asian eye, on the ground of my back seat. I see a used Kleenex. It is still wet, gooey. And I thought to myself, there's an idea. I know exactly what I'm going to do. So I picked up this used piece of Kleenex by the only dry part of the Kleenex. I get out of my car. I walk up to the building. I open the door. And I'm greeted by a very nice person. She smiled. Hi, can I help you? And I'm like, and I also smile. As though I just got a present on Christmas morning. It was 500 puppies kind of a smile. And I walk over to her. And I go, excuse me. She's like, yes? Could you throw this away for me? And her hand betrays her. It shoots out automatically. Because people will just do that. You can ask anybody to hold something if it's small enough and not like a weapon. Or anything really. Just say, hey, can you hold this? People will, their hands will just go out. It's an instinct. And I knew this going in. So her hand's just out and I drop it like it was a little tiny Hiroshima bomb into her fucking hand. And it splatters, runs down her hand, and she's just shaking out of just sheer trauma. And it rolls off onto the ground, splat! And I just turn and walk away. But before I leave, I just turn back. Useless piece of shit. And I got back into my car. My girlfriend had no idea any of this was happening. She was still reviewing the cameras, and they go, oh look, it's you giving us money. Oops. That was it. And I had no idea. All they said was, oops. Which suddenly makes anybody that might have been mad at any point in time for this story like, oh, fuck them. We're on your side. That asshole's like, oh, you're a thief. Oh, but you're honest and you did pay? Alright, you can go. What? It was our mistake. We're done. What? Not even like a 20% discount like on the next purchase? Which would have been the most Asian of things you could have done. So my baby, she comes back to the car. She sits next to me, still wiping tears up like, I'm a good person, I pay my bills. And then I told her what happened. As soon as she heard Hiroshima tissue hits hand, splat floor, bursts out laughing. She felt so much better.
No, you didn't do that. See, I did.
I did it to that bitch. And all of her friends and family. So, most people most people like the idea. Maybe they don't like it, you go along with it, you definitely fucking do. Where you will cut your balls off of every dog, off of every cat. You will spade and neuter your pets. Because if they fuck too much, they might just wake you up during a fucking earthquake or a tornado or a fire. And of course I'm talking about cats. If you let your cat keep his balls, he will at least wake you up before the intruder shoots you. He'll just be like, hey man, thanks for letting me keep my nuts. You should probably wake up, the guy's got a gun. So the best reason I've come up with for letting my cat keep his balls has turned into quite the ordeal of a story. I've been working on this piece for a very long time, and it is titled Forrest the Un-neutered. In the deepest and darkest of woods, there stood a veterinarian clinic, and inside, a nurse and her doctor having a most joyous conversation. Doctor, you've cut off the last pair of cat balls ever! And he's like, that's wonderful! Now we can go and make out. Quickly, quickly, to the makeout closet. Off with you, don't forget the forceps. And they disappear, they're making out, somebody's probably getting laid. But outside of the building, in the clearing, they haven't noticed that the ground has begun to rumble. That fire is starting to leak out from underneath the earth and then shoots into the sky! Smoke, fire, and lightning! And out from the depths rises a dark figure. "'Tis I, Devil Cat! I am free after 10,000 years to conquer the earth. I have also brought a double-hole guillotine for cutting the balls off of men because women are better or whatever." Sorry, that was a hairball. This is actually how I talk as Devil Cat. This is the voice of Devil Cat. What's so funny? I'm trying to conquer the world. I'm the devil. But suddenly, at the top of a nearby hill, an orange glow starts to rise. And Devil Cat knows what this means. No! Those were destroyed! For on top of the hill was Sir Forrest the Un-neutered, riding his most trusted steed, Mr. Bojangles, king of the white chihuahuas. Be fearful, you fucking fiend! 'Tis I, Sir Forrest the Un-neutered, here to destroy you! No! But with what? Sorry. But with what? Another hairball. I, the orbs of destiny, and removing his most gallant of codpieces, reveals 2 orbs brighter than the sun. The orbs of destiny have been fully remade, and spell your doom, Devil Cat. Have at thee, villain! And they ride down the hill, Mr. Bojangles and Forrest. We have very low production for theme songs. As they're gaining speed, the Devil Cat has so much time to get away. I have so much time to get away, but the narrator's trying to kill me. And then Forrest launches into the air, lifting himself up magically, aims his butt directly towards the face of Devil Cat, letting out his signature attack. Meow mix, please deliver! Orbs meet Devil Cat forehead. Boom! And he explodes into a black cloud of nothing. And the day is won. Thank you, Sir Forrest the Un-neutered. We'll be sure to let you keep your balls. And as Sir Forrest the Un-neutered and Mr. Bojangles start to ride off back to the castle, for the day has been won. But on the wind there is a whisper, a little bit of black smoke still bellowing through the trees. It could be heard on the wind.
When the last ball falls, I shall return.
Finn.
My baby, it was awesome, but